This is A-level mathematics, chapter 11, curves defined implicitly. Chapter 11.4.1, find the derivatives with respect to x. So now right here we have a product rule. Now since we have a y and an x together, right here in between the two they're being multiplied. So now the derivative of y is going to be dy dx, okay, times, because this is a product rule, so the derivative of this times this, so I get sine x plus y times the derivative of this, so the derivative of sine is going to give me cosine x. And that's it for that. Now this next one right here, on B, same thing, it is another product rule. So on this product rule, I'm going to get, this is going to give me 3y squared dy dx times ln x plus, because product it's always plus, right here this is going to be y to the third times, now derivative of ln x is going to be 1 over x. So I could rewrite this as y to the third over x, or leave it like this. It's still going to be fine. Now for C, we're going to do product rule and chain rule. So let's start with the chain. So if I do the chain, I'm going to cover up that. So the derivative of e is just going to give me e to whatever that I have right there. So it's going to give me e, and that's going to be x squared y. Okay, so chain rule. So chain rule is derivative outside times the inside, or inside times outside, however. Now this is going to be the inside of this. So now let's take the derivative of this, which is the product rule, which is going to give me 2x times y plus x squared times the derivative of y, which is just going to give me dy dx right there. And that's going to be it for my answer on that one. Now for problem D, right here on this problem right here, this is going to be a quotient rule on this one right here, and so it's going to be that on the inside of what I have there. So let's take a look. It's going to be derivative of the outside, so we're going to take the derivative of cosine. So derivative of cosine is going to be negative sine, so that's going to give me negative sine of what I have there, which is going to be x over y, times, now let's focus on that, which is the inside, so the derivative of this is going to be my quotient rule. So it's going to be, let's start with this, so derivative of this is going to be 1 times y plus, oh wait, sorry, that's a minus sign right there. That is a minus sign. Big minus sign. Alright, so minus sign, and then right here it's going to be x times the derivative of the y, which is going to be dy dx. All this is going to be over y squared. So I can go ahead and try and clean it up a little, which is just going to turn into negative sine of x over y times y minus x dy dx over y squared. And that's what I have for that one. Alright, on the next problem, 11.4.2, find the gradient of that one right there. So we're going to have a product rule inside there. So to find the gradient at that point, I need the first derivative. So take the derivative of this, which is going to give me product rule on that. So it's going to be 2xy cubed plus x squared, and this is going to give me 3y squared, so it's going to become 3y squared dy dx equals 0 because that constant's going to go away. All constants go away when I take the derivative. Now let's go ahead and plug in here. So if I go ahead and plug in my 3 here, my 2 here, so it's going to be 2 times 3, 2 cubed, plus 3 times 3 squared, 2 squared, dy dx equals 0. Let me see, that's going to be 6 times 8, which is 48, plus this is going to be, let me see, 9 times 3 is 27, times 4 should be 108, dy dx equals 0. And so for the next part here, let's go ahead and try and get that over to the other side of the equation. So I'm going to take this, move it over here, so I get 108 dy dx is equal to a negative 48. Divide both sides by 108. That's 108 by 108. So I should end up with dy dx is equal to, let me see, 48 over 108. 40, don't forget that negative, 48 over 108, negative 4 over 9. So my slope, so the gradient, okay, the gradient of this one right here, so the slope of my tangent, which is this right here, so I come up with this at this point. So I come up with my slope is negative 4 over